Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Solo Sikoa receives an 8-word message from Jacob Fatu after OG Bloodline's reunion. Solo Sikoa has received a message from Jacob Fatu after the reunion of the OG Bloodline. On SmackDown, Sami Zayn swerved the Tribal Chief and pledged his allegiance to Roman Reigns and the Usos. On the June 21 edition of SmackDown, Fatu debuted in WWE, attacking Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens on his first night in the company. On August 2, the night before SummerSlam 2024, Fatu and Tama Tonga won the WWE Tag Team Championships. However, Fatu was later forced to vacate his title and hand it to Tonga Loa. On Twitter/X, Fatu sent an 8-word message to Sikoa, expressing his love and gratitude for the Tribal Chief. Ricochet made a bold prediction by claiming that Jacob Fatu would betray Solo Sikoa. Speaking on the Off the Top podcast, the real-life Bloodline member stated that Fatu would get himself over with the WWE Universe after turning on Sikoa. He said, "Jacob's going to snap one day on these guys' Bloodline. When they show his eyes, when they show his hands together, man, he's praying to Solo, or he's just praying that he don't relapse. I don't mess this up with these cats right here. Once Jacob turns man, I think the Samoan werewolf is gonna have the whole arena just howling man." Since debuting in WWE, Fatu hasn't been pinned or submitted. His only loss in the company was at Bad Blood when Roman Reigns pinned Solo Sikoa in a high-stakes tag team match. Fatu will be in action at the upcoming War Games match at Survivor Series. WWE is yet to confirm the contest, but Reigns and Sikoa have verbally agreed to the bout. The WWE Universe was recently treated to a reunion of the original Bloodline. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa stood together in the ring, showing unity that fans had longed to see. The moment was powerful, stirring a sense of nostalgia as the crowd cheered for the family bond they all cherished. But amid the cheers and celebration, something unexpected caught Solo Sikoa's attention: a brief, cryptic message from his cousin Jacob Fatu. The 8-word message was simple yet profound. "Remember your roots. Loyalty is more than obedience." This mysterious note from Jacob Fatu set the WWE Universe on fire with speculation. Why had Jacob sent this message to Solo? And what did it mean for the OG Bloodline reunion? The statement was open to interpretation, but fans and analysts alike could sense the significance behind Fatu's words. It wasn't just a friendly reminder. It was a call to action, an invitation for Solo to question the path he was on. The OG Bloodline reunion was a monumental event in WWE. For years, Roman Reigns had led his family members through thick and thin, claiming the title of Tribal Chief and dominating the WWE roster. However, this unity came at a price. The tension between Reigns and his cousins, Jimmy and G Uso, had simmered for a long time, with each of them grappling with the weight of loyalty to the family and the cost of supporting Reigns' sometimes ruthless rule. With the reunion, it seemed as though the Bloodline was finally united. Roman Reigns, in his role as the Tribal Chief, stood proudly with the Usos by his side, signaling a new chapter for their family legacy. Solo Sikoa, who had always been portrayed as the quiet enforcer, was an integral part of this dynamic. Silent but fierce, he consistently shown loyalty to Reigns, making him a key player in the Bloodline's reign. However, the 8 words from Jacob Fatu subtly questioned this allegiance, creating an undercurrent of unease. Jacob Fatu's message to Solo was neither long nor elaborate, but its brevity made it all the more impactful. "Remember your roots. Loyalty is more than obedience." Coming from someone who deeply valued the family's Samoan heritage and honor, Jacob's words hinted at a different perspective on loyalty, one that didn't necessarily mean blind obedience to a leader. For Jacob Fatu, loyalty was about mutual respect, not submission. His message was a reminder to Solo to look beyond mere obedience and consider what loyalty to the family truly meant. Was it following Roman's orders unquestioningly? Or was there more to the Bloodline's legacy than Reigns' idea of loyalty? Jacob's words resonated deeply because of his own history and his respect for their family's values. While Roman's leadership had brought success to the bloodline, it also came with consequences: broken relationships, internal betrayals, and unending demands for submission. To Jacob, Solo's role wasn't just to support Reigns' ambitions, but to protect the family's core values: respect, strength, and loyalty in its truest sense. Jacob's message urged Solo to see his role as not just an enforcer, but a guardian of the family's honor. Backstage after the reunion, Solo received Jacob's message via text. Alone in his dressing room, he stared at those 8 words, his usually stoic expression softening as he absorbed the meaning. Solo had always been loyal, never questioning Roman's decisions and consistently playing his part as the enforcer. But Jacob's message struck a chord. It reminded him of conversations he'd had with his father, Rikishi, who had always emphasized that being a part of the family meant staying true to their heritage and values, not just following orders. Solo's mind flashed back to the memories of their Simone family gatherings, the lessons he'd learned from his elders, and the responsibilities that came with their lineage. To him, loyalty had always been synonymous with obedience, especially in the presence of Roman Reigns, who had commanded respect through his strength and dominance. But Jacob's words suggested something different, something that challenged the very foundation of his relationship with Reigns. Was Solo's loyalty to Roman or to the family as a whole? Could the two coexist, or would Solo have to make a choice down the line? These questions left Solo in a state of contemplation, unsure of where his true loyalties lay. Jacob Fatu's subtle nudge could have a profound impact on the bloodline. Up until this point, Solo had served as Roman's right hand, never wavering in his support and carrying out orders with absolute focus. But if Solo were to shift his loyalty from Roman to the larger family values that Jacob hinted at, it could disrupt the entire dynamic of the bloodline. Solo's inner struggle could push him to see Roman's leadership through a different lens. Could he continue supporting someone who demanded submission rather than mutual respect? Would he risk breaking the unity of the bloodline by challenging Roman's authority in the name of family values? WWE fans are well aware of how internal conflicts have affected the bloodline in the past. If Solo were to voice his doubts, it could reignite tensions within the group, potentially creating a rift that Roman might not be able to control. Jacob Fatu's words may have planted a seed of rebellion, one that could slowly grow within Solo and lead him to reconsider his unwavering allegiance to the tribal chief. As word of Jacob Fatu's message spread, the WWE universe began buzzing with speculation. Fans flooded social media, debating whether Solo would finally break away from Roman's control. Some saw this as the beginning of a new chapter, where Solo would rise as a figure with his own beliefs and principles, challenging Roman's grip on the family. Others argued that Solo's loyalty to Roman was too strong for him to betray the tribal chief, no matter the message he received. Many fans expressed excitement at the prospect of a potential alliance between Solo and Jacob Fatu, envisioning the two cousins united by a shared respect for the family's true values. Such a pairing could even rival Roman's authority, setting up a storyline where loyalty, honor, and family tradition clash against power, control, and domination. With the 8-word message weighing heavily on his mind, Solo Sikoa finds himself at a crossroads. He can either continue his path of loyalty to Roman or embrace the deeper values of the family that Jacob reminded him of. WWE has a chance to explore the depths of Solo's character, presenting him as more than just an enforcer, but as a man torn between duty and self-respect. If Solo decides to embrace Jacob's philosophy, it could lead to one of the most explosive storylines in WWE history. Imagine Solo openly questioning Roman's decisions, standing up for what he believes true loyalty means. This internal conflict could create a divide within the bloodline, forcing the other members to pick sides. It would be a clash not just of personalities but of principles, as Solo's actions might inspire others to reconsider what it truly means to be part of the family. Jacob Fatu's message may have been brief, but its impact was anything but small. In a single text, he challenged Solo Sikoa to rethink his role within the bloodline, planting a seed of doubt that could lead to a dramatic shift in WWE's most dominant faction. Solo now stands at the edge of a decision that could alter his legacy and redefine the Bloodline's future. As the WWE Universe watches with bated breath, one thing is clear. Jacob Fatu's words have already changed the game. Whether Solo chooses to stay loyal to Roman or embrace the values his family has cherished for generations, his journey is sure to be one filled with tension, self-discovery, and moments that will leave an indelible mark on the WWE landscape.